If every thought in your head were true, you'd already be exhausted, because the mind keeps talking all day. It creates fears before anything happens. It imagines rejection before anyone rejects you. It predicts failure before you even begin. It repeats worries as if repetition makes them real. It turns small situations into mental emergencies. And many people suffer because they treat every thought like a fact. They never question the source. They do not realize how much stress comes from believing mental noise. The mind produces thoughts constantly. Some are useful and practical. Many are automatic reactions based on stress, insecurity, habit, or old experiences. But when you believe every thought, pressure builds quickly. A fear becomes certainty. A doubt becomes a problem. A passing idea becomes emotional weight. A temporary feeling becomes the mood of the whole day. One anxious thought can change how you speak, decide, and act for hours. That is why many people feel mentally drained. And it happens daily. They are not only dealing with life, they are reacting to thoughts as if thoughts were reality. Many people lose energy this way without noticing it. They wake up already thinking about problems that have not happened. They replay conversations that are already over. They carry imaginary outcomes as if they were current facts. That creates exhaustion before the day has even fully started. A thought is not always truth. Sometimes it is anxiety trying to sound convincing. Sometimes it is old patterns repeating itself. Sometimes it is mental noise created by stress. Sometimes it is your brain trying to protect you in the wrong way. You do not have to obey every thought just because it appeared. You do not have to argue with all of them either. You can notice a thought without following it. That is a powerful skill, and most people never practice it. The goal is not to stop thinking. The goal is to stop trusting every thought automatically. When you pause and observe instead of reacting instantly, space appears, and in that space, clarity returns. You start noticing which thoughts are useful and which ones only drain you. You become less impulsive. You waste less energy. You stop turning small moments into larger problems. That is mental strength. Not controlling every thought, but choosing which thoughts deserve attention. Not every thought needs action. Not every fear needs belief. Not every mental voice deserves authority. Some thoughts are just passing weather. Let them pass. Sometimes peace begins when you stop treating every thought like the truth. And sometimes clarity begins when you stop giving your mind unlimited authority. When you stop believing every thought, you become harder to disturb. You think clearer under pressure. You respond with more intention, and your mind stops feeling like a battlefield. Be prosperous from the inside out.